What's up, guys? I'm back for Kane. Today I'm reviewing the LEGO Ninjago movie, Destiny's Bounty. Now, this set is rated for ages 9 to 14. It's set number 70618 and has 2,295 pieces. Now, it comes with 7 minifigures, and without further ado, let's get straight into an in-depth review. The front of the ship includes 2 buildable dragons, which can move up and down, and you can open and close their mouths. They have some nice detailing. My favorite part of these two are the golden bananas used for eyebrows. Very clever build. The sides of the ship are almost identical and include 2 plant boxes, a lantern, 2 fishing poles, and another lantern, and just some all-around great detailing, which I think turned out to be great. Even below, you can appreciate the structure and design of the ship with some nice detailing on the side that really adds to the overall set. And also, here's a quick look at the other side of the ship and another view at the bottom, which is pretty much identical. Now let's take a full view at the top deck. So you can see here we have some nice tools, a bucket with a couple of fish, and some of my favorite builds of the set, these little plant boxes, which I think just look great, and also 2 lanterns on either side, more plant boxes, and there are also 2 fishing rods over there. Now this ship doesn't actually have much rigging between the sails, but the little rigging that they have does look great. You see we have this chain of lanterns and some stickered kind of posters, I think. And then also the main feature of this is this knob, which you can turn to lower the anchors. And here's a look at that from under. As you can see, you can lower the anchors by just turning the knob, and it does actually lower and rise both of the anchors on either side simultaneously. So that's a really nice feature, and I really like it. Also, from a top view, you can see we have a teapot, a teacup, and a container holding some fish, and 2 other containers. Inside those containers, we can find a can of soda with a very nice print on the top, as you can see right here. And in here, we can find 2 playing cards with some stickers showing Sensei Wu and Kai. One of the last details on the top deck are these 2 hidden katanas in these compartments, and also in this other compartment we have 2 hidden golden sais. So that's a nice feature, which I really like to hide some weapons. And here's a short view from the front. And on the back we have a telescope and 2 signs saying Destiny's Bounty, some very nice stickers there. And you can also place a couple of minifigures in there. Actually, you can fit 2 looking at this telescope, and there's also a nice window right here. And if we go up, we can see even more detail. As you can see, we have this nice sign right here, an exhaust pipe, and 2 lanterns right there. And also some very nice detailing on this window, just like that. And if we go to the very bottom, we have this small little rudder right there. Alrighty, now let's start getting into the interior of the ship. Now, this ship comes apart in 2 parts, so let's get straight into how to remove it. So, this first part will come off just like this. It's not attached by any studs, but it is very secure. So if you're moving this, don't be worried that this part will fall off. Now we have access to this place right here, but this part also comes up. It's not held by any studs, but it still is quite sturdy. Now we have access right here, but you see this upper deck part, this part of the upper deck also comes up. It's a bit more tricky to get this part up, but you see eventually you'll get it up just like this. So let me show you. You can just get the upper deck off just like that. So now we have access to the interior, and let's take a closer look at that. Now with the top view, this is Sensei Wu's bedroom. Now, this room has some very nice detailing and a lot of artifacts from the show and some very nice Easter eggs if you're a fan of that. You see we have this bed, and this bed is no ordinary bed. It's actually my favorite bed that LEGO's ever put out, just because it's an actual working bed. So if we can take Sensei Wu right here, and we can easily just place him inside the bed, just like this. If we can get him in, we can just get Sensei Wu in the bed. And basically, this is taking a little bit longer than I thought. You can just get him in the bed, just like this, and you can just use this to close him up. So now it looks like he's really just tucked into bed, which I think is really awesome feature and one of my favorite parts of the set. Now there's also this anaconda this helmet right here, the letter to Misako, kind of a writing kit. There's also this very nice photo from the TV show. That's pretty cool. And some nice artifacts from this Stone Warrior, Sky Pirates, and some weapons on the wall, which is really cool. And also, if you can go a little further, you see there's also Garmadon's helmet just right there. So that's it for Sensei Wu's bedroom, but there's still a lot more rooms to cover. On this side of the next room, we have some Vermilion armor, an arrow blade, and some sais, and some other various weapons. And on this side, we have a toilet, some toilet paper, and a sink, and some more lights continuing all around. So that is it for the bottom floor, and let's get into the upper floors of the ship. The next interior space is the dojo. Now, this is a nice ladder going up to the next floor, and a little sign that says dojo, and a very nice plant on the side. And you see, if you can turn it around, it also has some nice windows, some nice walls just like this, and some track pieces just to add more detail. And this goes around very nicely, and this goes also on top of Sensei Wu's bedroom. You can see the exhaust pipes continue, and some very nice windows that are nicely built. And the same thing goes for the other side. And let's take a look inside. Inside, we have a similar scroll to the Spinjitzu training set that I already reviewed on the channel, so don't forget to check that video out. There's also this little dummy right here, a sword holder, and some little weapons in this bucket, and another crossbow right here, which you can see now, and just some weapons on the front, and 2 lanterns in the entrance, and plenty of space to pose your minifigures training. So that is it. I really like this dojo just because it's quite similar to the Spinjitzu training set, and I'll probably customize it to make it look better with the pieces from that set. So that's it for the dojo, and let's get on to the final top floor of the set. Here's a look at the top part of the set. You see we have a steering wheel and some places to pose minifigure steering. We also have a compass and a lantern that goes over the bottom floor. Also this telescope that you can remove just like this and then place back right here. And then also we have just some nice detailing all around. And these garage door pieces really do help get figures inside just like that. And you can do the same with the other side right here. We also have a nice sign right here, the exhaust, and these pieces that I mentioned earlier. And also on the sides, we have 2 plant boxes on either side, which I'm really happy about because I really do love the plant boxes. Now let's take a closer look from the top inside this build. Inside, we have a very nice map of Ninjago showing Destiny's Bounty, Temple of the Ultimate Weapon, and somewhere in there must be Master Falls. On the other side, all we have is this sextant on a stand. Also, a sail is cleverly connected to the top of this build right here. Also, we have to mention these amazing, really tall sails that just look absolutely gorgeous. But even they look absolutely gorgeous, but they weren't that fun to build just because it's pretty boring putting all of these pieces together. But I'm not really complaining. But one thing I do kind of complain about is the lack of rigging between the sails. I feel like they could have done a better job other than just this chain. So that is kind of sad to see, but it doesn't bother me that much. Now let's take a closer look at the minifigures and my final thoughts of the set. Now, this set comes with Sensei Wu and the entire 6 ninja crew. From left to right, we have Sensei Wu, Jay, Lloyd, Nia, Cole, Kai, and Zane, and they all come with their signature weapons. Here's a better look at the front printing of the ninja with all their weapons away, so you can see right there. And there's nothing under the 2 cloth pieces on Sensei Wu and Nia. It's just nothing, but they do have some nice sandal printing on the bottom. All the ninjas have their own unique printing, so you can all see that just like there, and their front helmets are all uniquely printed as well. With a view from the side, you see only Lloyd, Nia, and Cole get arm printing, which is a little bit sad, but their arm printing is really nice, and I can't complain. Here's a look at the back of the ninja, and let's go ahead and take off Kai and Zane's extra accessories so we can clearly see their back printing as well. With Kai and Zane's accessories removed, you can clearly see every minifigure's back printing very clearly, and I think it looks great and is fitting for every ninja. As you can see, all the ninja have happier alternate faces, and all the figures have alternate faces except for Sensei Wu, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it's fine because you'll be able to see his alternate face because his hat doesn't cover it. So let's take a look at the front so you can see the regular faces without their headgear on. Alrighty, here are the ninja's angry faces and Sensei Wu's regular face, which is not covered by his beard now. And you can see all the ninjas' faces and clear see their faces without their headgear on. So that's it for the minifigures, and let's get straight into my final thoughts of the set. Before we get into my final thoughts, I want to show you that this set does include the ultimate weapon, the laser pointer keychain, which is pretty cool build and does actually kind of look like a laser pointer keychain. Also, I want to point out this extremely thick instruction manual that has, let's see how many pages this guy has. It has about, this massive instruction manual has about 302 pages, just like this, and it has 527 steps, which is pretty crazy, and I just want to show you how thick this really is. Now, you guys are probably not surprised to hear that my final thoughts on this set are basically all good. Now, I absolutely love this set. I'm so happy that now I have a complete set of Ninja due to this set, and Sensei Wu is also a great addition. And this set just has so much great detail and has so much play value, even though it doesn't have very defining play features. But the only sort of sad thing is the lack of rigging on the ship, which is a very small thing, and that's really the only complaint I have, which is very small. So altogether, this set is great. I would recommend this to anyone who's willing to spend the money to get this. I would totally recommend this set. And that is it from me. If you want more LEGO Ninjago movie reviews or just LEGO set reviews, please leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below of what set you guys want me to review next. Thank you so much. I appreciate you watching, and adios, guys. See you later.